Friday, April 16th, 2021, this is NoCover Podcast. From left to right, we have Jeff, Dan O'Brien, Pam. Oh, I better turn on mics, huh? Dad. Isaac.
What up, dude?
Chris B. Sean Smart.
What's up, fuckers?
Not so smart today.
I'm your host, Tim Amoroso. This week on NoCover TV,
Sorry.
we will have the 27 Club AI. We will talk about Project Veritas and their latest discoveries. We will have Cellfloor on the show. We will have the band Pray for Sunday in the latest issue of NoCover magazine. We will have a game, famous bands with not so famous names. What does that mean? Do you know the band's first name before they were famous? We're going to find out tonight. And we're going to end the show with Hot Nuts.
In the World Gary segment?
Did I say my name? I'm Tim. This is a baby doll. It's causing a bunch of fucking trouble.
What's up, baby?
I think that's maybe what's happening. Maybe that's the...
No. That's not what's happening.
I think it may be the...
No.
the
It
doll
doesn't... So
creates
the doll creates people to be disrespectful
I'm not
to other people's property?
I'm not excusing people's action. I'm just saying spirits, and this is... and look, I'm not the paranormal expert on the show, but spirits are mischievous and they create chaos. And I think that's maybe what's happening. I mean, is it so far-fetched to think that the baby's aura is creating some certain animosity or some kind of negative vibes happening? I mean, if Stefan was here, he probably could shed some more light into it. But in my experiences and what I witnessed, I feel like certain entities and certain spirits create this, regardless of how you perceive things, create this negative aura, negative juju that comes in and creates this chaos.
I don't know, man. I'm just fucking lit up right now. I'm so fucking lit up. All right, so we're just gonna explain what happened. So I'm taking a shower right before the show. People start slowly getting in here and arriving, and then I guess Phil grabs the doll, starts shaking it. Sean records him doing it. Last week he did the same thing, and Stefan got pissed off, and he felt disrespected. This week it happens again. Sean puts a video on our group chat. This all happens. I probably took like a 15 minute shower. I was probably away from here. I came out at like, I don't know, 6:38 or 6:40, and all this shit is happening. Like, Stefan texted my phone when I was in the shower saying, like, oh, man, I'm just going to pick it up. I'm over this fucking shit. And, getting upset.
It's the negative energy of that doll, man.
That's not the negative energy.
I mean, the thing's not oozing up, pink slime like in Ghostbusters 2 or anything like that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's been problematic since it's got here. So I mean,
it really hasn't though.
I just don't think it likes to be touched.
Well, no. When Tim started caressing its back, it turned green.
Oh.
So.
Well, now.
It was through the glass though.
Maybe
I don't know.
He likes Tim.
It's just the fact that listen, I don't like having to deal with problems. I don't like things over me, and it's like this shit could drive a wedge in our group, especially this close to the Music Awards. I mean, we have the Music Awards a week from tomorrow. We have 5 days or 6 days to get it all done, and Stefan's a crucial part, and now he's very upset. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I just feel super disrespected.
Well, on top of that, you have a lot of pressure going on with the whole awards. On top of that,
I do. I have pressure.
Yeah. So it's
and I don't need to be dealing with things like this amongst our group. Our group shouldn't be that.
Yeah. Well, it just gives us time to grow. Now we know.
And it's not even funny or cute or anything like that. Like, it's just not. I don't know. What do you think, Dan O'Brien? You were here.
Jump into the fire there.
No, Sean, what happened? Why would you put that so Stefan can see? You knew how upset he was last week.
I didn't realize how upset he was last week.
You realized,
I don't even
right?
know
Because
if I
it was me
directly
and you
saw it.
together.
Okay, so yeah, Stefan was upset about it, but like I had said, I think it was just because he had said that it was going to go back to Phil that I didn't really take his words in as much as I should have. I mean, I was there watching Sean record it, and I thought it was funny. I didn't know he was going to post it to the group. I thought he was just going to here's a funny segment for the show or whatever. I didn't think it was going to go so negatively, so I think it's on my part too that I didn't.
No, it's
say,
not on
hey,
Daniel Bryan at all.
So
I think it's Daniel Bryan's fault, to be honest, because you didn't stop it. You knew it.
Damn.
And you weren't here last week either, huh?
I wasn't.
We did a complete freaking ghost hunt in here.
yeah,
But I saw the video, and I wouldn't be disrespecting that baby. That's all I'm gonna say. I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't do that to him because, you don't know what could happen. So
Exactly.
You can bring some negative
Yes.
home. So you don't touch the baby, period.
Exactly what I said last week.
in all honesty, remember I was saying last week I felt super comfortable around the baby. I didn't feel negative presence around it. But obviously there was something here because it was going around your house and it was going around Phil, like the whole ring thing. Remember, it was going towards where he was at. So.
And it was following him. Mm-hmm. And so, you didn't think that, it would set him off?
No, I thought maybe, if anything, Stefan would go, seriously, Phil, what the fuck? What were you thinking? I told you not to do that. And that's it.
And the thing is, he's blaming me.
Yeah,
Stefan's blaming me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't stop him.
Because you
You weren't even here to stop him, though.
I know, but...
Because you didn't even know what was going on.
Here.
But that's the thing. Yeah, he's still blaming me for it.
Here's three
Like,
things. Here's three things.
I'm responsible for this thing.
But here's the fucking thing that. Okay, so Phil came at you last week and said, like, why the fuck don't you know what's going on? This is your show, blah 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 blah. And now Stefan's coming at you, going,
what the fuck?
What's going on? This is your show. How do you not know what's going on? Like, how the fuck? You can't know everything that everybody's doing, so whatever. I own this shit. Like, it was my bad for.
Do you believe me that I don't know everything that's going on in the show?
I don't know what you know.
Well, did I know that you were going to do that to
No,
the
you didn't know you didn't know that I was going to do that. It was just an offhand thing that I just did, just to
be funny.
For that. I don't know.
Did you know that I was gonna post it in the group chat?
I didn't know you were gonna do it. I know you filmed. I know you videoed it, but I didn't know what you were gonna do with it.
Here's three things that happened. Right, you got Phil disrespecting the thing because he was being Phil. You have Sean recording it because he's thinking it's comedic purposes without the intent of what Stefan's doing, and you have Stefan blaming you because he's gonna take you accountability because it's your house, it's your property, or it's the property in your house. What should be happening is Stefan should be upset with Phil, leave you out of it because he had nothing to do with it, and maybe a little bit at Sean. And then for both of you guys to understand, I know you told me earlier that you didn't know how Stefan would take it, but you more than anybody should know how Stefan knows that he doesn't like his shit fucked with. He takes you on these things. He takes all of us on these adventures.
Yes.
He takes all of us, and this is his main career focus.
And he's not here because it's his birthday. That's why he's not here. It's not because he's mad or anything. And actually, he's at his birthday dinner. He's coming right after.
Yeah, on top of that, yeah, it's his birthday, so he has to deal with this shit. So, I mean, listen, things happen in life, and but all it is people need to be accountable and take responsibility for certain actions. I don't know why everyone's coming, especially Stefan is coming after you. You had nothing to do with it. I literally came in, you walked out. I was talking to Daniel Bryan. I don't even know what was going on. And all of a sudden, this brouhaha happens. You're upset. You're shaking. Everyone goes outside. The Dodgers are playing. Chris is eating. I don't know what's happening. And all of a sudden, now we're doing this.
Do we not understand? Like, there's multiple different things of why I'm upset.
Yeah.
There's there's no need to put that in the group chat. Because it was just going to start shit. There was no need to do it 2 times in a row. There was just no need for it, man.
My whole purpose is...
I know what you're doing.
Proving that it's just a thing. It has nothing to do with spirits or anything like that. That's my whole purpose of it.
But it's not just a thing.
And if it's moving it around or something to try to get it to do something...
but it's different between you were like being the shit out of it.
Like the thing is that he wants so bad
to believe in something.
Listen,
yeah, I know.
and I get it.
We talked about it last
I have a complex.
He took us to the cemetery. Nothing. He took us. He made us walk around those freaking mountains for 2 times in a row. Nothing. And so my thing with him is. I don't believe anything that he tells me anymore because he can't prove anything that he says.
But you want so bad to know that what is next, that if there is something next. I know that's what you want, and you're trying to upset this.
Around the corner.
Right.
And nothing's ever.
And you're right around the corner from knowing. Because you're older, right? And I get it, but at what cost? You know what I mean? Like, I apologize to everyone. I'm just gonna. I'm an imperfect person. I have a lot of fucking stress on me right now, and this right here, it could cost me a lot of money. So then I'm worried about my family and scared for their well-being.
Oh, well, I think what we need to do is let it kind of like cooler heads prevail. When you have to talk to Sean, to Stefan, and have everybody explain what's happening.
There's no explanation.
Just still do it anyway, man.
But
you can't go into a situation saying like, no, it's fucked. I know you can't do that without trying. It's better to ask for forgiveness than for permission or however that thing goes, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about right now, Ice.
Forgiveness, bro. You always ask for forgiveness if some shit goes wrong.
Forgiveness of permission. What kind of permission? Hey, Phil needs to ask him to.
Yeah,
Can I shake
I'm
the
an asshole.
fuck out of your
Yeah,
dog?
Yeah, exactly.
2 times?
Twice. But see, here's the thing. There's plenty of evidence on this show.
And also, the fucking meeting on Thursday. You don't think that shit, or Wednesday, you don't think that shit broke my heart? I mean, it's also good, but it also is bad. It's a lot of work that's coming up.
Bro, I feel like the show is in the influx of changing, right? And the change it's like we're in the cocooning stages, right? So we need to shed all this shit right now to make a better show later. We just, it's growing pains, man. Like we know this guy. We know how crazy he gets. Sean's lovable, and he just thought it was gonna be funny, and you weren't even here. And Stefan is very protective of his stuff. So
do you want to just call Stefan?
No, I mean it's up to you, whatever you want to do. But it's his birthday. I would say just let his birthday. Don't bug him.
He's probably on his way here.
If he was gonna be here, he would have been here by now, right?
No, he was leaving. He was finishing up dinner.
Where's he at? In Ventura?
I don't know specifically.
On this very special episode of NoCover TV. Yeah, we should all sing to him.
No, we're not going to sing to him. We're going to say happy birthday like men, and then we're going to talk to him.
Well, I'm not much of a man, so I'm singing.
I agree.
Thank you. No one's asking you pants.
Is that on account of the begging?
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
You've reached Stefan. Please leave a message, and I will call you back as soon as I get a chance. Thank you.
Hey, we're on air right now. Call us back so we can talk about this shit.
Happy
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
And-
first of all.
And I'm upset. I'm upset with you, but I don't think I'm at fault. But I will 100% take responsibility.
He's not upset with you. He's upset like
For you.
For you. Does that make sense?
He's upset for me.
No, you're upset
You
for
said
him.
I'm upset.
Oh
with
yeah.
You.
Oh, well, me and him are upset together.
yeah,
that it
exactly.
happened.
Explain that. What,
Yeah, I mean that I'm sorry that it happened, and I know it's under my watch, and I'm with you, man. I am upset for you as well. Is that the proper way?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. And call us back.
I think it'll blow over. I think it's fine. I think Stefan knows what's on the line, and I don't think he'll. I think if there was nothing on the line, I think he would do what you said, was like not talk to you in a couple of days. But I think there's a lot of running, a lot of bagging on this thing, and I think he knows that, so he will probably end up biting the bullet and say, "Hey, he's fucked up," and maybe more self-guarded with certain things he does, especially when it comes to Phil. But I mean, Phil's shooting himself in the foot. You know what I mean? Like I said last week, if you don't believe in it, why fuck with it? You could just say, "I don't believe in it."
And especially, it's like in our house. Like, why would we like do like an experiment where we live? You know what I mean?
That's like saying you have a gun that's faulty, right? And they said,
We'll deal with it.
it might work or it might not work. And it's like, let me test it, and then shoot you in the head. And then one time it does work, you blow your brains out. Like, you don't fuck with shit like that. You know, if you just don't think if you don't believe in something, just say, "Hey, I don't believe in it." But I mean, there's been plenty of stuff on the show that's have been evidence of weird shit that can't be explained. I'm still skeptical. I'm with him. I need to see something. You know what I mean? I'm dying to see something.
Or supposedly your brother talked to you.
Yeah.
So that's all the need I would need. That's all the no I would need.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you believe in that then?
Yeah.
Was that your brother, or are you putting it on for the show?
I'm skeptical because she said it was somebody with that was like had beard or something. He didn't have a beard. I mean, there's certain things that were like hit or miss, but the 80% of what she's saying was probably accurate.
So 80%.
Yeah.
And then everything that we've experienced on the show, you don't believe so?
And then Homegirl came in with the ring.
Because I actually didn't see anything that would convince me that there's anything.
What about that girl when we had Mark Nelson in?
I don't believe her either.
Then the only way for that to happen is her and him were in on it, and you and Stefan. So 4 people in on it. I wasn't in on it. He straight up said, "This ring is bad. The person who this was for used to hit you." I mean, you can't get any more unless it was a bamboozle. You, Stefan, Mark Nelson, and her. You're not with her no more. Is it a bamboozle?
No. I was shocked too. I was like, what the fuck?
Do you know anything about it?
About
A bamboozle?
About a bamboozle during any
In
of those
regard,
guys?
yes.
No, because the one guy came on, Mark Cuban. Is he the one who touched
No,
everything?
it's not Mark Cuban. Mark Nelson.
Who the fuck is Mark Cuban?
That's the
owner of
Maverick.
Maverick.
Oh, the rich guy. Okay, Mark Nelson came on, and he asked us to bring certain items, and he was going to read them. And I brought in a pocket book of the Constitution.
Oh
from,
shit! Yes.
early 1900s.
Oh, he called that one. Remember?
And he nailed that shit, boom, boom, boom. Like every detail of how I got it and where it came from, he nailed it. I didn't tell any of you guys about it. The only way it could have been a bamboozle is if I said oh yeah, dude, check this out. This is what I brought him. This is the story behind it. And then you were like, cool, awesome, bro. And then you went behind the scenes and told him hey, so Sean's gonna give you this book.
But you didn't tell me.
That's what I'm saying. That was the only way it could be a bamboozle is if that happened.
And he said from an estate sale. That's what he said.
I could have stolen it from a library.
Could have
I could have
handed down from your
my
grandparents.
grandfather could have gave it to me.
Well, we're talking
thousands
about
of possibilities.
Here, on one hand, and on the other hand, we're talking about somebody talking about a spirit.
Wasn't it?
I've never seen a spirit.
It's in the realm of paranormal, right?
It's the same thing, though.
It's in the realm.
It's not really the same thing.
Remember when the devil came on, or
the
gentleman
Richard
Lale? He said it's all the same thing. Death and being alive and beginning and end, it's all the same.
What about when we played the Charlie game?
That was him blowing it.
Was it you blowing it?
100% it was you blowing it. You were blowing the
Phil
spoons.
was backed up,
You were
though, when it happened.
You did not blow the pencils?
I don't think so.
He tried to.
You'd be the only person that could have done it.
Phil tried to bamboozle
but
the
I
game.
didn't.
I
I
watched
didn't do
him. He even admitted to trying to bamboozle the game, but he didn't successfully bamboozle it. Do you remember that?
I didn't
the
try
pencils?
To do anything.
You said you were trying to move it with your breath.
I told you that?
Yes,
Yeah,
you told
you did.
all of us after the fact. You said I was
trying to blow, and
you
it
were
wasn't
giggling
happening.
about it, and I was like, "Shit, fucking Phil!" I thought it was Phil the whole time, and then, but then I went and I watched the video 10 different times, and right when it moved, you were backed up like that, and I was like,
You
"There's
did. You
no
were like
way.
this.
There's no way."
But unless he goes,
Because
it got under.
I was trying to do that same thing too. I was trying to do
Because
the
you
same thing
couldn't
Phil
do
was doing.
this. It wasn't shaking because it's too sturdy.
We even pounded on the table like that, trying to get
It wasn't
do
moving?
anything. Nothing.
The only thing you can do is a slight breath out that can make it move.
See, this all stems from your lack of believing or lack of evidence of seeing, and that's okay. If you haven't had justifiable evidence that says the paranormal for you does not exist, that's okay. But it doesn't also give you the right to disrespect in this instance that doll, or because then not only that, you're shitting on Stefan's career.
I'm not
almost.
trying to do anything to Stefan.
I know, but
okay?
that's what it's coming.
That's
off
what he
as.
That's
takes
the
it
last
at.
thing- that's the last
You're
thing I would
goofing
do.
on
You know
his.
that.
Yeah.
You're goofing on his profession.
Yeah.
That's how he's taking it. It doesn't
Well, he
matter
should-
that you.
He should think of it as the same way anybody would think.
No
about
one
it.
would ever go to that and slap the shit out of it. No one would
Nobody?
do that. Nope. No person in good conscience will go in there, and if you're an asshole, but we can't keep going. We can't keep defending you, saying, "Oh, it's Phil. He's an asshole," and do that all shtick. Because we know how you are, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but you have a stern personality, and you're gonna do that. But sometimes that shit's not gonna fly anymore, and especially in this case because Stefan is hurting, and then you're hurting.
It
your
hurt
son,
his
and it hurts
feelings.
the show.
It hurt his feelings. He felt disrespected. Not only was he hurt, but he was disrespected. And he's jumping on me.
Well, he should know that I would never disrespect him.
Well,
Okay,
Actions speak louder.
and
than
he
words.
should know that by now.
Dad, come on. You guys don't really talk that often.
But I respect him very much as a musician.
Yeah, but that's not a musician. That's his paranormal.
This
stuff.
is his.
It's different.
He's built an entire career on this paranormal stuff.
And I'm supposed to believe it because
No,
he
you don't
built
have
a
to
career?
believe it though.
Just respect
career?
it. You
Just
respect
all you have to do is respect his stuff. That's it. That's all you have to do. Just respect his things, and respect his profession. When you're grabbing and shaking it around, and
Well, this whole thing never would have even come about if he didn't go.
Oh, I know.
Make a big.
Oh, I know.
Thank
It's
you
true.
for bringing that back, Phil.
No, it's true, and I should not. In
I
in
thought
hindsight,
I honestly thought it
Was
was a gag. I thought that Stefan's in on it with you to fuck with me.
nope.
This is what I thought happened. Because as soon as I come in, I didn't even know what happened. I like you can even see. I get out of the shower and
You took pictures or what?
nah. All right. So he texts me at 6:40. Is like, hey, and I just got out of the shower at that point. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna come by and pick up the doll. Yeah, I'll bring it tomorrow to a party if you're busy. And then he says, "You promised that it's not gonna happen. I was in the shower. I don't care still." Like this is the conversation we're having, right?
See, he got upset as you know how you got upset earlier. He got upset with you without reasoning because when you guys get to a certain point, you're not gonna listen to what people are saying. You're just upset. Let him cool off and then figure out. Hey, man, I was in the shower. Like, what do you want me to do when I'm in the shower? I can't. Like, do I? Because it's not reasonable for you to walk with that everywhere you go. It's your own house, and that's what. And that also comes with the respect to your son, where if it's no one who fucks with your shit on here. Don't you get mad when look at exactly?
Who burned a hole in the fucking thing?
So you got mad, right? So it's disrespecting
what am I
your shit.
supposed to do?
Yeah, and then when you ash your shit on my desk,
I do that just to piss you off.
okay. See, so that's what there's the pattern. You're an asshole. It's
And
okay.
then also, Dad, you don't know that he fucks with me about that.
Who does?
I had enough of this shit. This is this. Like, Dad, everything that happens, like, when it happened to you, who got mad at me? When it happened to you, who got mad at? Anytime something happens, it's me. I take the shit. No one else takes the shit.
Yeah.
And you know, because you just gave me the shit last week. Yes or no?
Because
What
when
can I say?
Pam walks in, right? Pam walks in.
Hold on. He asked a question.
Oh, go ahead.
What did you say?
I mean, I said, what could I say? I mean, there's nothing I could say.
But you're blaming me for something I didn't have control of.
Because here's the thing. I can't believe that everything that goes on this show, you know nothing about.
So Stefan's to believe the same thing,
No,
correct?
he shouldn't believe that because you.
So
weren't
it's
here.
the same vein.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
How is it not the same vein?
Because you should. If there's something going to happen on the show, if whatever gag or whatever.
Get closer, Mike.
Or whatever thing is going to go on. That aside, you're supposed to know about. They should have told you what they were going to do.
That's true. They should have.
And how?
So
and
both
it's-
you and
it's-
Stefan are being unreasonable with me?
No. It just doesn't make sense to me that you didn't know anything, that they were going to do this thing and you didn't know anything about it. That's how I look at it.
Okay. So do you think I shouldn't give people more freedom on the show for creative bits?
No, I think that, okay, here, Tim, this is what we're going to do on the show this weekend.
Did you not do that for me?
To an extent, I
To an
basically said
extent.
I said this is the game. I said
Can you
there
go
are,
give them this please, for me?
Well, then you should have told
This
him
is
what
the
the fuck is
extent-
going on.
This is the
This is all
extent.
he knows that happens on the show.
That's my extent.
But he should know. But he should tell you the whole.
I know.
Not tell you half of it.
I know.
Well, what the fuck then?
I know.
So why are you mad at him for?
I'm
Because
not mad at anybody.
you were for you didn't come for like 2 weeks.
Because I needed to take some time off so that I could contemplate
Your revenge.
revenge.
Okay, you walk in and you give Pam this like creepy smile, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get you."
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Did I say that?
What did he tell you?
I said I'm contemplating
Waiting
her.
and
Punishment.
Punishment.
And I said, do
Okay.
it. And I said, do it already.
Yeah, and so but then you give him all that shit. He had nothing to do with
I didn't
it.
give him any shit.
Dad, you
I
did.
just told him.
You got mad at me for a long time.
I told you that I
How long-
cannot believe that you didn't know anything that was going to
Yes.
go on here. That's what I told you.
You when you were standing
I
right
didn't get
here
mad at
and
anybody.
I was smoking, you got mad at me. I apologized to you. I said I own this. I didn't have nothing to do with it. You called me a liar.
I didn't call you a liar,
You said I can't believe that.
but that doesn't mean I called you a liar.
And
Calling somebody a liar and saying
Okay.
that I
well,
don't
let's just agree
believe
to
that.
disagree on that one. But I'm just saying, like,
That is a debatable.
yeah.
But in all true, and we're still trying to tell you, in all honesty, these two are the only ones that knew what were going on. I was in dead shock, and if I knew what was going on, like he said, we would have not done that to you. I would have gladly took a pie in the face.
And I sit here and defended you, and I got mad at both of them the same way I'm getting mad at you when there's disrespect happening.
So what punishment do they get then? It's something that I have to come up with, or
That's not, let's cross this bridge right now to get to the next bridge of the punishment. But the bridge right now, I think that if it's up to me, everyone needs to wipe the slate clean.
Especially with the transition we're trying.
Everybody should just wipe the slate clean. We've all done some fucked up shit. I think we just all forgive each other and just move on. But we have to. I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, do we want to do a show vote?
I agree with it.
Except for Isaac's water bottle, because
That shit was
water
funny.
bottle.
yeah,
That shit
when
was-
he sprayed you with the water bottle,
You deserve.
we're
that.
not going to forgive him for that.
No, that was funny. He deserved that one.
Why don't I remember that?
The magic trick?
Yeah.
Well, okay, you don't. It didn't happen.
Wipe the slate clean.
Way to forgive and forget.
Exactly, my
Everyone
friends.
take a note right now. Phil did something very good. What the hell? Oh,
Porn
okay.
again.
Listen, I love everyone in here, man, and I am very.
You don't?
I love you. I'm just mad at you.
I don't think so.
Dad, you don't like me.
No, don't say
Don't say no. Don't bullshit with me, dude.
that. No, don't say that.
I think honestly,
You
in
have
my
no
real life,
idea what
Yeah.
I fucking went through.
Cue the piano
to
music.
protect your
Dad,
ass
but you should
all
have
your
just
fucking life.
you should have
So
just
don't
let
try
me
to-
go.
I wasn't gonna.
You
do
should have
that.
just let me go.
I
I was
wasn't
better
gonna-
off.
No, I was.
Yes,
Gonna do
I was better off
that. Let you go where?
with my mom.
You nuts are fucking crazy.
You don't think that what was
Would you
what
be here
happened
right
worth?
now if would you be here right now if that would have happened? No,
I don't know.
you'd be in fucking jail. That's where you would
All right,
be.
but you don't think that what happened, like in my head, I felt I was. Get the fuck out of here, Ice. What happened to me by staying fucked me up.
It would have been worse. On the other hand,
No, I
Yes,
would
it
have had
would have.
someone love me.
her she has
Anyone love me? I don't give a fuck. I would have went gay for someone to love me. I don't
It
care.
would never have happened.
Anyone
You'd
to
be
love
in
me.
jail,
That's it.
Tim. You'd be on drugs and in jail.
Yes, you're right. But
And
guess
that's
what?
better?
I don't know.
Anything to fill the void, apparently.
Look,
Dude, I've
You
had
have
some
no
fucked up shit
fucking-
happen to me.
You have no idea what I went through. You have no fucking idea.
Dad, but do you not understand what I went through?
I understand
to,
what you went through.
To be
but
at
I
that
had
point
to, I
where I'm
had
like, I don't know what one's worse.
I had to fucking just. I had to make things so that it was. No, you.
I'm
wouldn't- you
fucked up,
wouldn't-
Dad. I'm fucked up.
And you think I'm not? You have no idea what
I
I've
am
been through.
fucked up. This right here, you
then
guys
go see a
all the time say,
fucking
"Oh, you're a
psychiatrist."
sociopath." Probably right. You guys call me psychopath and sociopath all the time on Red Light, and you weren't probably. You did too. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I never said that.
You did too.
I started saying that because you say it to yourself. So I'm like, all right. Well,
No, because Crystal, Brian, Dean, they're all saying that shit.
I never said. I
Prob-
never once told you were psycho.
Psychopath.
Whichever one. I never badmouthed you on that fucking show, dude. Regardless of the bullshit that happened on that show, I loved you in a different level.
Oh shit, I'm on camera.
This segment is brought to you by.
Can we not have me on camera?
Just so I loved you on that show in a different way. Obviously, our relationship changed, and now it's a different kind of love now. But I never once saw you like fucking crazy. Now maybe the people that were around you were fucking mental, but we're all crazy. We're all super crazy on the show. We have to be a certain kind of crazy to do this show. And what you guys are talking about, that's good because you have to realize how to break that bond because you need a.
He's been fucked up to me this fucking last year.
I know.
I'm telling you.
I know,
But
but you-
he doesn't even own it.
But look at it. How was his upbringing? What happened with him? Start looking. Did he have a super great childhood as well?
So have a kid and fuck him up.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. You need
That's what I'm saying.
with you and your kids, you need to learn how to not trans that over and break the cycle.
With my kids, I'm not like that with my kids.
No, and that's good. You have to understand that. Like you have to understand abuse that causes abuse continues down generation. You need to stop that. I was abused when I was a kid. My mom used to beat the shit out of me.
It's because you Jehovah Witnesses are fucking nuts.
Well, and on top of that, but she's a Latina woman, and so that was on top of that. So I was disciplined as a Latino, and I was disciplined as a Jehovah Witness combined. You know what I mean? But then she tells me her upbringing. So she was the oldest.
But you too. You're fucked up.
Yeah, I know I am.
Yeah, you can't even have a relationship.
I can't because I see my. Of course, but
I mean, we're all being honest here, right? We're all fucked up.
I mean,
except for Jeff.
I'm pretty fucked up, but I just don't show it as much as you. But the day's gonna come where I have to talk to my family like you and Phil do, and it's gonna be worse than you guys right now.
I mean, this past year has been bad with me and him.
So I understand where he's coming from.
I have intimacy issues. Of course, it's hard for me to let people go, let people inside. But it has to do with a lot of my upbringing.
And Sean's from fucking Fresno area.
I'm wait.
Oh, Modesto.
Yeah.
You're normal though, right?
It's kind of, sort of. I mean, you guys just don't know me that much. We'll see.
Oh, here we go. Now it's.
We'll see how you guys. I don't know.
Oh,
Probably don't compare.
Were you all fucked up when you were growing up, or
No.
Okay, so and Chris is pretty normal.
But I'm just saying but you have to understand.
Chris
Everybody
ain't normal.
Well, I mean, he's normal.
Chris is fucking weird.
Fucking weird to say that he's the normal one out of all of us.
Chris likes to eat
He's a
his
radical,
problems.
but he's normal.
There's a lot of hate in that heart.
He likes to eat
Let
his
it out.
problems away. It's okay.
And I apologize, man. You do understand the pressure I'm under, right, Dad?
I understand.
You know that when there's money involved, it's a different kind of stress. Because no one's gonna who am I gonna look to pay rent?
Well, how do you think I felt when I had to drain my entire bank account to give to your mother to keep her boyfriend from fucking coming over and burning our house down? Okay.
Oh, I know, but
Well, there you go.
don't worry. I've already got revenge on him.
Well,
I got revenge on him.
haven't.
Well, you
So-
said.
Well, he's dead now.
Is
So
he dead?
yeah,
Why?
Because he
cancer.
Damn it! Who the fuck would
ruin your revenge.
ruin my fucking?
I got revenge. I slapped the shit out of him.
Revenge.
Slapped the shit out of him. Supposedly, I broke his eardrum.
Good job. Damn, I don't want to fight you now anymore. No.
So hey,
So now what?
I got,
Which
and I
one?
did it for you.
Damn.
Are we talking about Tom? Or are we
Yeah, talking about Tom. The other dude,
Yeah, that's
I got
what I'm
revenge.
talking about. You know, I don't really.
I got revenge on him too. I'm not gonna tell you what I did because
It's
he's
a
still
game.
alive.
That's the one that
Don't
I
worry
need to
about
deal
it.
with.
I did already.
Well,
We'll
you
talk
did,
about it after
but
the show.
I didn't, and it doesn't
Talking about
make
it after the show.
Oh, and it's not even
My
done.
confessions.
It's not even done. Look at me. Not even done. You think I'm done with him?
Because those fuckers are the ones who they robbed our house.
I know.
They stole our shit, and I didn't forget that, and I'm not gonna forget it.
And I took care of it.
You caused this.
See, look at you're bonding. You see, look at this.
We're bonding?
Yeah.
No, you
we
do
need
know.
to get-
You
we need
know that I did that for you, right?
Well, I don't.
The
know
Tom
what-
thing. The Tom thing I did for you.
The Tom thing, I wanted to do myself.
But I did it. I took care of it. I made him cry. Have you ever seen a grown man cry?
Yes.
Do you know how awesome that feels to see him cry? Someone that's done you so much harm in your life.
I wish I would have been there.
If I had a cell phone at that time, it would have been down. It would have been on. I did have one, but it wasn't like
The fancy one. The
like
Yeah.
flip phone or what?
it was a flip phone.
yeah,
Yeah,
those are not good quality.
AT&T.
Yeah. Oh, it was a razor.
No, it was like the thick blue ones.
Oh,
at that time, it was
the
like
LG?
2000, LG.
LG
Okay.
8100.
2006.
Oh, definitely LG 8100 or 8400.
Yeah,
Yeah. It had like a radio play in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then there's still more with the other one. And I'm gonna do it for you.
You don't have to do it for me. I need to do it myself in order to.
Why don't you guys do it?
Finalize
Why don't you guys do it
things.
together? Have a bonding moment.
He owes me fucking money,
Huh?
and I want it back.
He what?
He owes me money, and I want it.
Okay.
Good.
So instead, you're gonna just take money away from Tim?
What do you think? I know, right? You're taking it away from me?
Taken away from you.
Yeah, with this whole bamboozleness that happened today.
No, he.
How much? Just so I know.
Thousands.
I know. Well, the rings you can't even fucking.
Thousands.
You emptied your bank account that day?
I emptied
thought
my
you-
bank account because he threatened to harm you and he threatened to burn our house down, and he threatened to flatten all the tires on our car, and he threatened to destroy our cars.
When was this?
Back when we lived on
Evergreen?
Evergreen.
And you gave him money for that?
I gave your mother money to keep him away from me.
How much?
I don't even remember.
Why'd you just call
Probably a couple $1,000.
Why'd you call the cops?
He did.
What the fuck is that going to do?
They didn't do
You know what
nothing.
the cop's going to say?
Restraining
Well, we
order?
can't do anything until something happens.
Terrorist threats.
There you
I
go.
put this guy in jail for terrorist threats.
They say that.
Yeah, it
didn't
got
have
dropped.
terrorist
so-
threats back
And you
then.
know what?
This
And
was
so you have to bring
pre-9/11.
that up, and you wonder why I don't fucking like you. So there you go. I don't. I have.
What's up with?
I have contempt for people that do shit like that to me, and I never forget it.
I didn't do that to you. I did it to him.
All right, we're gonna take a
Yeah,
break.
because it's me.
Fucking, I don't know what just happened. Bunch of therapy shit.
See, we all feel better.
But up next is Pray for Sunday. We'll be back.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.
Name off the nominees,
Here we go.
and each of us are gonna vote for only 5.
Okay, so we list all the nominees, then each of us picks 5.
5. All right.
I
LL
got
Cool J, Fela Kuti,
Wait,
Can you repeat that last one?
Fela Kuti,
Okay, I get it.
The Go-Go's,
Can you repeat that last one, please?
Fela Kuti?
Okay, I got it.
Mary J. Blige, The Foo Fighters,
Yeah.
New York Dolls, Carole King, Kate Bush, Iron Maiden, Devo, Todd Rundgren, Shaka Khan, Rage Against the Machine, Tina Turner, Diane Warwick, Jay-Z. Okay. I'm like so jealous, bro.
Why?
That he got to talk to Kyle about this shit. And another thing, I thought Kyle wasn't a part of this shit. Like, I thought he wasn't like us.
He does, apparently, like us.
Well, maybe he's just interesting. Maybe he's just barely waking up now.
You think it was just a recent thing?
I follow him.
So he just...
And I every morning when he's creating beats on Twitch, I'm listening.
No, let me be clear. Let me be clear. He's
No, I'm a fan,
following
dude.
him, and when he makes his beats in the morning,
But that's-
it's outside.
No, it's on Twitch.
It's outside though. He's looking through the window.
I'm a big fan of the way he creates music.
Yeah, but you're a fanatic of his. You're a fanatic.
And I would do that. He's not fanatic. He's just a fan,
I'm not judging you.
dude. No, I know Isaac is trying to. Dude, I got so jealous of that motherfucker. You see his mustache?
That was a pretty sweet mustache.
It was a real. So what do you? I mean, this is why everybody's so conspiratorial minded. Because we were like, we can as adults in here agree. I would hope that our the history that we've been taught is probably not as accurate as one would like.
I think history is taught from the point of view of that person. So if you
The
could
winners.
you could hear one guy saying, "Hey, man, this is how they did it." Then you can talk to another guy going, "No, this is how they did it." And then everything just starts rolling. Then it's like, who knows how in the fuck they did what? But I mean, when it comes to all that shit, building those fucking pyramids, I mean, they have ideas. Do you know how they did it? All those pyramids and shit?
And there's some sort of science and inventions that the Germans
The
have.
only kid.
Make sounds.
My name is Jeff.
Have to like.
No, there's no words.
Anything that comes to your mind.
It's only sounds. You only can make sounds to make the other person laugh. And once you laugh, you're out.
Starting now. All right, so Anza lost.
You lost too. You said a word.
Yeah,
Or you can't say a
Okay,
word.
we got to restart.
Oh, okay.
I'm out.
Fuck, you got me on that one.
We are going to name off the nominees.
Here we go.
And each of us are going to vote for only 5.
Okay, so we list all the nominees, then each of us pick 5.
5. All right.
I
LL
got
Cool J. Fela Kuti.
Wait,
Can you repeat that last one?
Fela Kuti.
Okay, I get it.
The Go-Go's.
Can you repeat that last one, please?
Fela Kuti?
Okay, I got it.
Mary J. Blige. The Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
New York Dolls. Carole King. Kate Bush. Iron Maiden. Devo. Todd Rundgren. Shaka Khan. Rage Against the Machine. Tina Turner. Diane Warwick. Jay-Z. Okay. I'm like so jealous, bro.
Why?
That he got to talk to Kyle about this shit. And another thing, I thought Kyle wasn't a part of this shit. Like, I thought he wasn't like us.
He does, apparently, like us.
Well, maybe he's just interesting. Maybe he's just barely waking up now.
Do you think it was just a recent thing?
I follow him.
So he just...
And I every morning when he's creating beats on Twitch, I'm listening.
No, let me be clear. Let me be clear. He's
I'm a fan,
following
dude.
him, and when he makes his beats in the morning,
But that's-
it's outside.
No, it's on Twitch.
It's outside though. He's looking through the window.
I'm a big fan of the way he creates music.
Yeah, but you're a fanatic of his. You're a fanatic.
And I would do that. I'm not a fanatic. I'm just a fan, dude.
I'm not judging you.
No, I know Isaac is trying to. Dude, I got so jealous of that motherfucker. You see his mustache?
That was a pretty sweet mustache.
It was a real. So what do you? I mean, this is why everybody's so conspiratorial minded. Because we can as adults in here agree. I would hope that our the history that we've been taught is probably not as accurate as one would like.
Yeah.
I think history is taught from the point of view of that, that person. So if you
The winners.
You could hear one guy saying, "Hey, man, this is how they did it." Then you can talk to another guy going, "No, this is how they did it." And then everything just starts rolling. Then it's like, who knows how the fuck they did what? But I mean, when it comes to all that shit, building those fucking pyramids. I mean, they have ideas. Do you know how they did it? All those pyramids and shit.
And there's some sort of science and inventions that the Germans only could make sounds.
My name is Jeff.
Have to
No, there's no words.
Anything that comes to your mind.
It's only sounds. You only can make sounds to make the other person laugh. And once you laugh, you're out.
Starting now. All right, so Ansel lost.
You lost too. You said a word.
Yeah,
Or you can't say a
Okay,
word.
we got to restart.
Oh, okay.
I'm out.
Fuck, you got me on that one.
We are going to name off the nominees.
Here we go.
And each of us are going to vote for only 5.
Okay, so we list all the nominees, then each of us pick 5.
5. All right.
I
LL
got
Cool J. Fela Kuti.
Wait,
Can you repeat that last one?
Fela Kuti.
Okay, I get it.
The Go-Go's.
Can you repeat that last one, please?
Fela Kuti?
Okay, I got it.
Mary J. Blige. The Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
New York Dolls. Carole King. Kate Bush. Iron Maiden. Devo. Todd Rundgren. Shaka Khan. Rage Against the Machine. Tina Turner. Diane Warwick. Jay-Z. Okay. I'm like so jealous, bro.
Why?
That he got to talk to Kyle about this shit. And another thing, I thought Kyle wasn't a part of this shit. Like, I thought he wasn't like us.
He does, apparently, like us.
Well, maybe he's just interesting. Maybe he's just barely waking up now.
Do you think it was just a recent thing?
follow him.
So he just
And I every morning when he's creating beats on Twitch, I'm listening.
No. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. He's
I'm a fan,
following
dude.
him, and when he makes his beats in the morning,
But that's
it's outside.
No, it's on Twitch.
it's not. No, he's looking through the window.
I'm a big fan of the way he creates music.
Yeah, but you're a fanatic of his. You're a fanatic.
And
Yeah.
I would do that. He's not fanatic. He's just a fan, dude.
I'm not judging you.
No, I know Isaac is right, dude. I got so jealous of that motherfucker. You see his mustache?
That was a pretty sweet mustache.
It was a real. So what do you? I mean,
Bro, that one guy's right by DW.
this is why everybody's so conspiratorial minded. Because we can as adults in here agree. I would hope that our the history that we've been taught is probably not as accurate as one would like.
Yeah.
I think history is taught from the point of view of that, that person. So
The winners.
You could hear one guy saying, "Hey, man, this is how they did it." Then you can talk to another guy going, "No, this is how they did it." And then everything just starts rolling. Then it's like, who knows how in the fuck they did what? But I mean, when it comes to all that shit, building those fucking pyramids, I mean, they have ideas. Do you know how they did it? All those pyramids and shit?
And there's some sort of science and inventions that the Germans
the
have.
only kid
Make sounds.
My name is Jeff.
Have to like.
No, there's no words.
Anything that comes to your mind.
It's only sounds. You only can make sounds to make the other person laugh. And once you laugh, you're out.
Starting now. All right, so Ansel lost.
You lost too. You said a word.
Yeah.
Or you can't say a
Okay,
word.
we got to restart.
Oh, okay.
I'm out.
Fuck, you got me on that one.
We are going to name off the nominees,
Here we go.
and each of us are going to vote for only 5.
Okay, so we list all the nominees, then each of us pick 5.
5. All right.
I
LL
got
Cool J. Fela Kuti.
Wait,
Can you repeat that last one?
Fela Kuti.
Okay, I get it.
The Go-Go's.
Can you repeat that last one, please?
Fela Kuti?
Okay, I got it.
Mary J. Blige. The Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
New York Dolls. Carole King. Kate Bush. Iron Maiden. Devo. Todd Rundgren. Shaka Khan. Rage Against the Machine. Tina Turner. Diane Warwick. Jay-Z. Okay. I'm like so jealous, bro.
Why?
That he got to talk to Kyle about this shit. And another thing, I thought Kyle wasn't a part of this shit. Like, I thought he wasn't like us.
He does, apparently, like us.
Well, maybe he's just interesting. Maybe he's just barely waking up now.
You think it was just a recent thing?
I follow him.
So he just...
And I every morning when he's creating beats on Twitch, I'm listening.
No. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. He's
I'm a fan,
following
dude.
him, and when he makes his beats in the morning,
But that's-
it's outside.
No, it's on Twitch.
It's not... No, he's looking through the window.
I'm a big fan of the way he creates music.
Yeah, but you're a fanatic of his... You're a fanatic.
And I would do that. He's not fanatic. He's just a fan, dude.
I'm not judging you.
No, I know Isaac is right, dude. I got so jealous of that motherfucker. You see his mustache?
That was a pretty sweet mustache.
It was a real. So what do you? I mean,
Bro, that one guy's right by DW.
this is why everybody's so conspiratorial minded. Because we can as adults in here agree. I would hope that our the history that we've been taught is probably not as accurate as one would like.
Yeah.
I think history is taught from the point of view of that, that person. So
The winners.
You could hear one guy saying, "Hey, man, this is how they did it." Then you can talk to another guy going, "No, this is how they did it." And then everything just starts rolling. Then it's like, who knows how in the fuck they did what? But I mean, when it comes to all that shit, building those fucking pyramids, I mean, they have ideas. Do you know how they did it? All those pyramids and shit?
And there's some sort of science and inventions that the Germans only could make sounds.
My name is Jeff.
Have to like.
No, there's no words.
Anything that comes to your mind.
It's only sounds. You only can make sounds to make the other person laugh. And once you laugh, you're out.
Starting now. All right, so Ansel lost.
You lost too. You said a word.
Yeah,
or you can't say a
okay,
word.
we got to restart.
Oh, okay.
I'm out.
Fucking got me on that.
We are going to name off the nominees.
Here we go.
And each of us are going to vote for only 5.
Okay, so we list all the nominees, then each of us picks 5.
5. All right.
I
LL
got
Cool J. Fela Kuti.
Wait,
Can you repeat that last one?
Fela Kuti.
Okay, I get it.
The Go-Go's.
Can you repeat that last one, please?
Fela Kuti?
Okay, I got it.
Mary J. Blige. The Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
New York Dolls. Carole King. Kate Bush. Iron Maiden. Devo. Todd Rundgren. Shaka Khan. Rage Against the Machine. Tina Turner. Diane Warwick. Jay-Z. Okay. I'm like so jealous, bro.
Why?
That he got to talk to Kyle about this shit. And another thing, I thought Kyle wasn't a part of this shit. Like, I thought he wasn't like us.
He is apparently like us.
Well, maybe he's just interesting. Maybe he's just barely waking up now.
You think it was just a recent thing?
I follow him.
So he just
And I every morning when he's creating beats on Twitch, I'm listening.
No. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. He's
I'm a fan,
following
dude.
him, and when he makes his beats in the morning,
But that's-
it's outside.
No, it's on Twitch.
it's outside though. He's looking through the window.
I'm a big fan of the way he creates music.
Yeah, but you're a fanatic of his. You're a fanatic.
And I would do that. He's not a fanatic. He's just a fan, dude.
I'm not judging you.
No, I know Isaac is trying to. Dude, I got so jealous of that motherfucker. You see his mustache?
That was a pretty sweet mustache.
It was a. So what do you? I mean, this is why everybody's so conspiratorial minded. Because we were like, we can as adults in here agree. I would hope that our the history that we've been taught is probably not as accurate as one would like.
Yeah.
I think history is taught from the point of view of that person. So
The winners.
You could hear one guy saying, "Hey, man, this is how they did it." Then you can talk to another guy going, "No, this is how they did it." And then everything just starts rolling. Then it's like, who knows how the fuck they did what? But I mean, when it comes to all that shit, building those fucking pyramids, I mean, they have ideas. Do you know how they did it? All those pyramids and shit?
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pray for Sunday! Woo!
2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
So this song's called Broken Hearted Man. And I've seen you slipping through the cracks, noting the last time of your relapse, staring at the faded photographs. What you feel you can ignore, what you need it blankets all. Heart's desire without cue, and the brokenness consumes. If there's a lightning bolt, it's the ground tonight. There's not another living soul inside. who strikes at him that ancient blight in the wake of his great pain, and the brokenness remains, and the rightfulness of all them slain, and bringing no more honor to his name. Hard to see what side now takes the blame, and the brokenness stains. What you feel you can ignore, what you need it blankets all. Heart's desire without cue, and the brokenness consumes. But then a lightning bolt hits the ground tonight. There's not another living soul inside, who strikes at him that ancient blight in the wake of his great. But then a thunder sound rolls through the heart of man. There's not another living soul who can. And branches laid and prophets stand in the wake of his great. Then I'll see him all, then I'll see him fall. Oh, and I'll see him all, and I'll see him fall. And I've seen you slipping through the cracks, noticing last time of your relapse, staring at the faded photographs, and the pain begins to. What you feel you can ignore, what you need it blankets all. Heart's desire without cue, and the brokenness consumes. Oh, yeah. But then a lightning bolt hits the ground tonight. There's not another living soul inside, who strikes at him that ancient blind in the wake of his grave. But then a thunder sound rolls through the heart of man. There's not another living soul who can. Branches laid and prophets stand in the wake of his great pain, and the brokenness remains. Don't you know what you mean to me?
Thank you.
Grazie.
All right. Ready?
Mary?
Right or wrong?
Oh, Mary? Oh, right or wrong? Okay, cool.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, no, no. So just wait. Online pushing one. Have you heard the news today? And someone's lost their way. How sad, how plain. So look there, all notice them done. Stung by the sun, and glad we're keeping score. What else are you looking for? I can find the unjust with these days. And so you think you know what's right from wrong. How dare you come divided some, harmless in no way.
So you think you know where this page should go? Unfitted, so you're the last to know. You never listened anyway. Oh, so just wait. Well, I don't know about this place. Boarded on the lights embrace. Patty knocks, he's the door. What else are you looking for? I can find the unjust with ease, babe. And so you think you know what's right from wrong? How dare you come divided some? I'm listening, no way. And so you think you know where this page should go? Unfitted, so you're the last to know. You never listened anyway. I'm listening, no way. And so you think you know where this page should go? Unfitted, so you're the last to know. You never listened anyway. Oh. So interesting singing a cappella and not having the headphones on and stuff. I'm just like, am I even in the right key?
You're doing sometimes it happens where I'm like, oh shit, fuck. This person's on my show.
Ha!
Feel like it's live.
I won't edit that one.
Nice job.
Yeah, good job. Oh, well, this is actually technically our very first live
Don't jinx it till the end after we get done.
Okay. All right. Last studio
And if
time.
Eliza hears that, I'll never hear the end of that. Anyways, this one's called
This is
Merry-Go-Round.
called Merry-Go-Round.
There you go.
She said so silently, merry-go-round, yeah. Summer's day slips away, waiting for the night, and troubled mind not doing what she's told to. Now it's time for this old pain. to hide, to hide, unfold this night. Merry-go-round, the same place she's been before, alone and scared. Summer's day slips away, waiting for the night, and troubled by not doing what she's told to. Now it's time for this old pain to hide, to hide, unfold this night. Merry-go-round, the same place she's been before, alone and scared. Merry-go-round, unsettled for the course this blade will take. I see you. Oh, we need you. Don't go. Don't throw your life away. Merry-go-round, the same place she's been before, alone and scared. Merry-go-round, unsettled for the course this blade will take. I see you. Oh, we need you. Don't go. Oh, merry-go-round, unsettled for the course that this blade will take. I see you. We need you. Don't go.
Thank you.
Good shit.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad you like it.
I love it, man.
Thank you.
We met through NoCover magazine. You guys are in this month right now. We have you guys
Shout
are.
out to Shauna O'Donnell.
Shauna is the best.
The
huh?
best, the best. We love her.
She's, for one, she's so loving and,
She is.
but she's serious too.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
easy.
if you get out of
a
line,
little
she'll fucking
mixture
slap
of
you
both.
in, and it's perfect, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the perfect girl doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Shauna.
She has a mix of a of the motherly den figure mother that keeps everybody in line and roots you on at the same time. You know, she's on top of stuff, but yet she's
Have you looked at her roster of the people that she represents?
I have some of it, not all of it. I know she's got a lot of stuff.
Not one person's trash.
Yeah, well,
Not one person.
No surprise.
She's very picky about who she. And so anytime someone comes through from her, I go, yep. Because everybody that she picks is just amazing.
Yeah.
If you're at home, search O'Donnell Media.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is.
No, don't promote her. We don't.
Or is that bad or something?
I was kidding.
Is that bad to promote her?
No, it's good. We like her so much. We don't want her to get too busy. We're just kidding, Shauna.
And she's.
We love you.
Shh. What are you doing, bro? Oh, you're gonna talk super loud about it? Apologize to Pray for Sunday.
Pray for P-R-E-Y.
She's just ridiculously good. So if you're listening at home,
She's
like
silly good.
and you need representation, there's no one else to go to but her.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Talk me. All right. So we've had an interview before.
No, I'm good. I'm happy.
Do you need a chair?
No, I'm totally good.
Okay,
actually. I'm totally
we'll get
happy.
you one if you need one.
Thank you.
There's things I didn't have time to look into prior to us, to the first interview I had, that I would like to talk about now, eventually down the road. But I want to get. What is your name? Tony, get the mic. Talking to that mic.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
This one's picking up him. That one's not picking up you. That one, yeah, it's picking you up.
Beautiful.
So, Tony, what's up, man? How did you, you have a dynamic voice. That's the first thing I noticed.
Thanks, man.
Especially with, your live stuff, your full gear stuff. You know, this is a stripped down acoustic version.
Very much so.
And you fucking kill it both hands.
Thank you.
Tell me
Couldn't do it without him.
he's a fucking really good musician.
We speak the same language.
What made you get into music?
Oh man, well, I am 38, so I've been doing music, singing wise. I think since the age I had a speaking spell, and I remember abusing it because I just liked the feedback on it, and my mom was just like, "Oh, that's really interesting." And then when I was in grade school, I had this girlfriend named Kelly Marishler, and I was a part of a boys' choir for the longest time, and so that was really interesting because you're traveling and you're singing and stuff like that, and I just always loved singing. I didn't really plan on becoming a singer necessarily. But then I listened to Queen's greatest hits, and I wore down that CD just listening over and over. And I always envisioned myself up there, on stage and stuff like that, doing that, and having that vocal vitality. And then Chris Cornell came around, and I really got into.
That's what I was looking for.
Soundgarden and Audio Slave and all that stuff like that, and Hair of the Dog or Temple of the Dog, and I just really, it was kind of around my era, so I think it just kind of worked in unison. I was 15, 16, listening to Cornell, do his thing, and I found myself singing after some of his stuff, and I was like, oh wow. Or some of my friends were like, dude, you sound just like this guy. I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, yeah, you do. You just sound like this guy. And I was like, well, I want to have my own voice. So then I started kind of branching out and deciding to follow different, singers and songwriters, and that's kind of how it started. And then I miss Chris Cornell, and I really miss that voice, and I miss that kind of grunge era where songwriting was just really expressive, and you could really take the emotional baggage that you had going on, and you could sing about it, and people would relate to it, and music nowadays is part of me for saying is somewhat forgettable, and I just knew that anytime that I was going to do music, or that me and Neil have been doing it for the past 3 years, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't forgettable, that we could go back to the basics, and it may not be the most popular thing right now, but I just love good singing and good songwriting, so that's basically the gist. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of other stuff in the middle that I don't think you guys want to hear, but that's it.
The sound I get is very mid 2000s, late 2000s metal rock. Is that what you guys are going for, or is it just? Are you guys even going for something?
We weren't going for anything.
This is just your musician your vocals, your musician skills, and
this is just us playing. This is just us playing. There was no preconceived destination stylistically. It was just the conglomeration and our work that just came together, different influences, I think, and things like that, and it just happened.
And you've been in the game for a minute, right?
Oh yeah.
Takara?
Yep.
That's what I didn't. I wasn't able to pick. I didn't know I was going to interview you.
Did you know who Takara was?
I didn't know who they were.
Oh, okay.
But I
man,
know.
the myth,
I
the
emailed
legend.
you, or I
Close.
Googled you after,
Yeah.
and I found it.
All right.
Are you interested in talking about that?
Sure. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever you want to talk about.
So, like in
It's all
early
part of-
'90s, late '80s, you guys put together, and you guys just go gangbusters overseas.
Well, yeah. I got the first deal. We got the first deal in '92, '93 in Japan and Europe, and that was my first official album. And then it was released over here, and then just did a succession of 6 albums. From that point all the way through 2009. 2010, and then I took a little break, kind of reevaluating where I was going to go musically.
Does that pay the bills, Takara?
Oh no, it never did.
No?
It was a good little check here and there that was nice.
Because I can see like in
But
pockets,
I worked all the way through though.
in pockets of the world, you guys are fucking pretty popular.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Japan
For sure.
especially, right?
Japan, South America, parts
South
of Europe.
America.
Yeah, there's yeah. And
What
look at-
parts of Europe are you guys over in?
Well, Germany and
Germany,
UK
yeah.
were, I think, the biggest. Actually, we did a small 1-week promo tour of Germany in '95. The label brought us over, which was fantastic. But yeah, I mean, it was great. It was fantastic. And, the thing was, the singer that I was working with at the time was hugely popular from the 80s and still enormously popular and revered. So that really kind of helped launch it because there was his name attached to it, and then people heard it, and they realized that, well, there's more to it than that. Even though he wasn't officially in the band.
Carl?
Huh?
Carl?
No, I was a bass player.
Okay.
Jeff Scott Soto.
Jeff.
So Jeff was never in the band. There was always a big misconception of the fans that they say he was in the band. He was never in a band. He was kind of a session guy. And he did a lot of albums. But, these albums had something about them that made them significant to a lot of people to this day. And anyways, it was fun. We had a good time. I had a good time. I loved what I did. And then
And Jeff was also in Journey, right?
Journey.
For a little bit.
Journey.
2006 to
He played
2007.
with Queen guys a little bit. He played with Queen.
Yeah,
They
played
were
with
actually
Queen.
considering him. He was with Yngwie Malmsteen.
I mean, he can do anything, huh?
He's
like ridiculous. Like, fuck that guy because he's too talented.
He's so talented, it's silly. Between producing and writing and singing, it's like you could just talk. There's books. There's a guy who actually put a book out on him. I actually have it. It's this thick, and they probably need to amend it because the guy's done so many albums just in like 10 or 15 years since the book's come out. The guy's probably done he's probably recorded 200 or 300 recordings by now, albums and singles and background vocals. You could go all day. But anyways, so sometime after 2010, I was kind of writing songs of another Takara album. It'd be Takara 7, and then I just thought, I had a good time with this, but I think it's time to give it a break. I can't tell you permanently, indefinitely, temporarily. Like, I don't know. I don't even think about it. And I was like, I'm going to start writing songs. I really like the new music. That's where I'm at. The Takara stuff and all the stuff that was influencing me from back in the day, was amazing. But it was time to do something different, just as an artist and as a creator. And then started working with a producer, and then ran into this fine young man and found that we had a ton in common, and we started going from there. And the evolution and the process and of creating and where we were at was just so much more fulfilling and enriching than the Takara stuff. And I know the Takara fans will hate me for saying that, but this was just fantastic, and that was great. But this is way more, and the new music is way more exciting than what was back.
Another thing is like Takara. Did you have as much creative freedom in Takara, or is it?
It was my band.
It was.
Oh yeah.
So you like creatively, like I want to write this, or
I did whatever I wanted to do.
And
even with Jeff.
What does Jeff say?
Well, Jeff couldn't say anything. He wasn't in a band. That was the beauty of it. If he disagreed with something, he disagreed, and I would say, okay, no problem, because he was already doing 1 million different albums at once. I mean, in '95, when we did our second album, I think he did 6 albums that year, in addition to the Takara album. So, I mean, for him it was a paycheck, and for me it was my career, and I was like, I did what I wanted to do. Luckily, it jived with him, otherwise he probably would have put his foot down and said, I'm not doing it. But it jived, and he acted as a producer, so he would kind of keep me in my P's and Q's as a musician, because he was so much more experienced. So he knew what he wanted. He has a very good ear as a writer and a producer. So if he needed to kick my butt, he did, and he did a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always for the better in terms of the performance aspect of it. But as a songwriter, whatever I wanted to do, I did. And, you know, I had the good sense of obviously not doing stupid things, I would like to think, and we chose good songs. I would like to think. Maybe some people would agree or disagree, who knows. But, I mean, the end result was great. Everything went smoothly. It was a good precursor to what we do now, and you know, a lot of great experience. And Jeff and Bob Daisley from Ozzy played with us. And it was great. It was fantastic, you know. But, you know,
I wish I was around for that.
Yeah, well, you never know. Maybe Bob will show his face again, I hope.
I'm just sorry to interject. Do you have a really striking resemblance to Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac? Did anybody told you that?
Never, ever heard that.
Yeah, do you?
That is.
You, yeah, I have a picture
I've
of
heard
him.
all sorts of interesting things.
Yeah, he's older here, but look at it. Like, he looks like a younger version of him.
Chris Cornell, because,
Let him love it.
you have a really good vocal range, and your pitch is really, like, really good. Like, I saw
Thank
you
you.
practicing your vocal warm-ups, and I'm like, oh, okay, no wonder his range is so...
Because he knows how to warm up. He knows how to do everything properly.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing vocal exercises?
Well, Neil, were you finished, by the way? With
Oh,
this?
totally. Yeah, and
Anyone
Tim's running
Tim,
the show here.
I'm just going to ask questions from the side. I was like, do I look at you?
Good job, Pam.
Pam. It's a great name. I like her hoodie.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. They are.
Thank you. What was the question?
Your vocal range and your pitch are like really good, and I saw you warming up.
Oh,
how many years it took you to perfect that?
Oh man, I think well, the last band that I was in, I don't know if I can give the name or not, but it was like there's this. I don't think there's anything online, but there was this band called Alas the Destroyer, and we were like a local metal band. And we were like playing at the House of Blues and the Whiskey and all this stuff like that. And at that point in time, they wanted me to like do like the stay in the light, you know. And I'm like, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But every single night, I'd just be like, dude, I can't do this. You know, it was just killing my throat. And so then I just went back to what I liked singing, and I liked Chris Cornell, and I like. Yeah. There's so many other bands. I mean, man, I have influences galore. Like I love Cold. I love Breaking Benjamin. All these guys, and I just with Neil, I hit him up on an ad, and he sent me some tracks. He's like, hey, have you ever written music before? And actually, before this band, I've never written music before, and so I was just like, well, I'm just gonna lie and say yeah, because you know what the heck. And then I just wrote some songs, and I went in, and him and the producer were sitting there, and they're just like, and then I kind of caught him from the corner of my eye. I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm gonna fake it till I make it. and then I just kind of was like, well, finally, I can now kind of sing the way I want to sing. You know, I've been kind of like a hired gun. You know, so that's I don't know if that answers the question, but probably like 4 or 5 years singing in my own registry. You know, and
about the warm-ups? How long did you spend? How long have you been doing the warm-ups and all the exercises?
Oh yeah. Well, I was classically trained, so I was taught to take care of your voice and to warm up properly. So for like an hour or so, you know, Miles Kennedy has this really crazy regiment, which I would love to play with Miles Kennedy. Yeah. Well, there's a little app on my phone that I can kind of like it kind of registers the areas that I want to try to get to, and then just daily. So if this is any advice for anybody that's learning how to sing daily, you know, daily. It took years to be able to do that, and it's also control and like breathing and diaphragm and stuff like that. And I can't wait till we start playing like really awesome like super big live shows and stuff, because then I can really belt out it's just fun, you know. I just love singing. He loves playing. We love doing what we do, you know.
Great, dude.
Thanks, man.
Awesome. And the Cornell thing is pretty good, so I like the influence on that one. You could tell. I was talking to Sean about it before.
We get asked to cover a lot of songs, and I just think it's too soon. You know, I think I'd have to hit up his daughter Tony first and be like, "Yo, what's up? I like your dad a lot." You know, but I think it'd be a cop out to do like a cover, you know, and then throw that out there, and just it'd be a cheeseball way of doing it, you know. Eventually, someday, but I want to have his family's permission first.
The first time I saw you guys is "Don't Let It End." Your song "Don't Let It End." You did corresponding video with that. The video is fucking phenomenal.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
The idea, it's heartbreaking, right? And what happens at the end of the video, like from you guys' point of view? I'm not sure if I've asked this before. Is this like, is he dying at the end?
No, she's dead.
And a ghost is visiting.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, she's visiting her husband. That's supposed to be her boyfriend, husband, whatever he is. I don't even.
And then inside the house.
Yeah.
And
right.
he's coming back.
Right.
To see that.
So the story goes is so this is a song that Neil was very close to him. It was about his pet dog that he had lost, but we're all pet owners, like they're little fur babies and stuff. And so when his dog passed away, it was really hard for him to deal with that, and he didn't want it to end, of course, like anybody else. And so we decided, well, instead of we'll make this about a couple that he lost his wife in a fire, and the house is like resembling a burnt down location and stuff like that. And then Jacoby did a song there 2 weeks before we shot there, and then I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, we're in the same location that Papa Roger's in. But I was like,
God, I fucking turned down an interview with Jacoby.
No way, really?
So I can put somebody else on it, because it was like.
Tell me this was years ago.
No, this was in February.
Oh no!
No way.
Because they did the remakes of Last Resort.
The gens, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, all right, yeah, but we're gonna need to have the cover, and I wanted to give this other band an opportunity, up and coming band, hopefully.
Which is cool, by the way.
It's what was in the heart, and then we end up fucking doing a double cover instead, and because that they wanted to act like fucking they're celebrities or something. Like, get the fuck out of here, you idiots!
Not cool. Lesson learned.
And that was like when I was I was gonna be a wrestler when I was when I was older. Yeah, WWE.
When he was growing up.
And that was my song. Last Resort was my theme song.
Oh yeah.
For Backyard Wrestling.
Oh, totally.
Are you a wrestler or what?
I was a wrestler all throughout high school, and I warmed up actually with that song as well. But I also warmed up with Dig Mudvayne. It was like that was like the best song to warm up.
It's awesome.
And then just I guess to round off the music video, we kind of like sat together and we thought that this would be a cool idea. So the producer and the director put together this thing, and then we were just like, okay, we'll do it. And then we did it, and then it turned out to be really pretty. And then this next music video coming up, we're actually we're directing and producing it ourselves. Not that they did a fantastic job. Jacob and all those guys, Eric did a great job.
Is it another story?
This is another story. So
fuck yeah,
Broken Hearted Man.
Your guys' fucking storytelling is phenomenal.
Thanks.
Started too.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
They're about real people. This one, Broken Hearted Man, is about my brother Justin, who's been struggling with alcohol and heroin for like 20 years. And
have I heard that song?
He's the Broken
Yeah,
Hearted
we
Man.
just played it. It was the
We
first
played
time
it.
we played
Okay, no.
It was like the acoustic version.
Is it on?
So.
Is it on?
It's on there. Yeah.
YouTube. Okay, I heard this song and it reminded me of my brother.
No way.
I swear.
That's
I
what it's
told you, Neil.
Yeah.
In the interview.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Or I told you after the interview.
What was your brother's story?
Yeah, you told me.
He didn't die. He's just an asshole.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, songs are ambiguous, and you can take them for what you need. I mean, that's what we do when we listen to songs.
He's over it now, but that's why I can say like,
He went through
it's
that
fucking
phase.
asshole. But yeah, I was there.
It's tough.
It's real tough,
and that's exactly what this all of our music's about. It's music so that
Real
you can
shit.
make your own interpretation. But all these
Like
songs
all
are
of them.
about real people, and real situations. And it's just my perspective and Neil's perspective, and mainly I think the main goal at the end of the day is I just want to encourage people to get out of that are in that funk. Either you're the victim or you're the family member that's struggling. These songs are just to kind of build people up, and not break people down, but to talk about the real stuff too. Mary's about suicide and stuff, and we don't shy away from the content, but we want this stuff to help people, and I'm glad that it reminds you of your brother, and I hope that it helped you process it, and stuff like that. We're just we're just doing what other bands have done before us.
Dude, we fucking love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Where can people find you?
PrayForSunday.com. PrayForSunday.com is our official website. Pray for Sunday 1 on Instagram. Pray for Sunday on Facebook. And Pray for Sunday on Twitter. And
in Instagram?
yeah, I said Pray for Sunday 1. Yeah, and
You
that's it.
guys-
Or you can just Google it. Google Pray for Sunday. Pray, by the way, is P-R-E-Y. And if you Google Pray for Sunday, you'll see a whole bunch of interviews and all sorts of miscellaneous reviews and on and on. It's adding up quick, actually. But yeah, that's where they can find us.
Well, thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Check these guys out.
We're
Pray for
honored.
Sunday. Check out this video. Don't let it end. It's beautiful. And we'll be right back with Celia Floor.
Thanks for having us on, brother.
Hey, thank you, bro.
Thank you, Tim.
And we'll be right back.